You know, I'm not surprised that for being the 1-year anniversary of the Crossbody Pro Wrestling, that it has come full circle for Hancock. Let's face it, I am better than all of you, and that includes Big Ben Ortmans. See, I was originally scheduled to have a last man standing match with Big Ben Ortmans, but he's not so big and bad, is he? When I choked the life out of him. No, you won't see Big Ben in Crossbody Pro Wrestling ever again. And tonight, it comes full circle for Hancock, because the title that should still rightfully be mine, the Blue Ribbon Championship, is going back around my sexy waist. Because remember, always remember, Hancock is simply better than you.
So here it is. My shot at the Crossbody Blue Ribbon Championship. Not just one guy in the way though, it's 4 others. Let me rest assured, I will make myself an issue to all those men. Because I'm a riot maker. I'm Stratosphere. Wait and find out.
We're gonna make this short and sweet, because it's plain and simple. 6 months ago, Brandon Jacobs put Crossbody Pro Wrestling on notice. Fast forward to tonight, and it's 1-year Crossbody Pro Wrestling anniversary show. The champ is right here. The odds are stacked against him. It doesn't matter whether it's 1 guy, 2 guys, or 5 guys. Brandon Jacobs is gonna stick to the game plan, walk in Crossbody Blue Ribbon Champion, and walk out Crossbody Blue Ribbon Champion.
1 year at Crossbody Pro Wrestling. Finally, I got another shot at the Blue Ribbon Championship. This means I'm ready to sacrifice every bit of myself for this. All I gotta do is kill 4 other people. I'm ready to go. Are you?
This is Pierre Goulet. Tonight at Crossbody, we have a 5-man match. See, Pierre Goulet has been everywhere, from the biggest places to the worst places. But tonight, I'm gonna start making a legacy over here with the Blue Ribbon title.
Our next contest is a 5-way scramble for the Crossbody Pro Wrestling Blue Ribbon Championship. Introducing first, from Israel, weighing 240 pounds, Shalom!
Well, what better way to follow up a championship match, Dan, than with another championship match, a 5-way scramble for the Blue Ribbon Championship.
And these fans in attendance are saying Mazel Tov to Tomer Shalom, coming back to the CBPW circuit, and he wants to do it in a big way right now. What's going on here, Sean?
Well, it looks like you told Brady Wedham something.
Sorry, I stand corrected. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, from France, as seen on Raw, Pierre!
Oh, tonight, I understand. Tomer Shalom tonight would like to be announced as Jean-Pierre Goulet, as seen on Raw.
trying to psych out his opponents or just trying to psych us out?
Well, regardless of how this gentleman is introduced, that is Tomer Shalom getting into the ring. Tomer Shalom will be competing as one of the 5 competitors in this Blue Ribbon Championship match.
Well, he's known for playing the head games, and he does it right off the bat here tonight in the first anniversary show.
From a place far better than this, weighing a perfectly ideal 213 pounds, Hancock!
Second of our 5 competitors makes his way to the ring. Hancock. After a long absence from wrestling, returning this past year.
Wasn't all too sure whether he'd be able to ever wrestle again, and be handing out photos to himself maybe to remind people of who he is. He's been around, or he's been gone for quite a while.
Mathematically speaking, Hancock has a 20% chance to come out on top in this 5-way championship scramble.
It's a fun fact, Sean. That math checks out.
Yeah, it was my understanding there would be no math, but I thought I could take care of that one. Thought I'd take it and just swing that one. So Hancock and Tomer Shalom in the ring, and
does he want an autograph here or something? Oh no.
Fabulous Freebeard making his way to the ring. Our 3rd competitor, and Dan, spoiler alert, the 4th competitor coming out in this match has had a ton of history with Fabulous Freebeard. Former tag team partners, and they have been fighting each other for months here in Crossbody.
Yeah, let's just say they don't get along, and it's only going to add another little tidbit to this already huge matchup.
And here comes the man we were just talking about, Stratos Fear, part of the Riot Makers. Had a huge part in them winning that tag team tournament by turning on Freebeard in the tag team final. These two have been fighting for months. Dan, you have to wonder, will these two be able to put their personal differences aside, try and focus on winning this match, or will the two of them just be going after each other?
So you can't put it fully aside, because ultimately you might have to take care of business and go head to head against each other. But you're right in the sense that they can't just focus on each other solely, because there's 3 other bodies in the ring. Or 4, I should say, if you're looking from Freebeard's perspective.
He is the reigning, defending, crossbody Blue Ribbon Champion, Brandon Jacob!
And here comes the hometown champion, accompanied by the always oily Mr. Hamel. On his way to the ring, Brandon Jacobs, the Blue Ribbon Champion.
An intimidating presence to be sure, but these wrestlers already in the ring aren't going to be phased. They want that Blue Ribbon Championship as bad as Jacobs does, obviously, to retain it.
You have to say here too, Brandon Jacobs at a severe disadvantage in this match. He doesn't need to be pinned to lose this match. This is not an elimination match. The first man to score a pinfall or a submission will be the Blue Ribbon Champion.
As each of these wrestlers size each other up, it looks like Hancock's more worried about the crowd's perspective on things at the moment anyways.
Referee Jimmy Hellbent shows everyone the belt, and referee then shows it to our cameras. In my opinion, the most beautiful belt here in Crossbody Pro Wrestling, the Blue Ribbon Championship. We are set to go. 5 men, 1 title.
And you know what? You can't underestimate Tomer Shalom here, or what was his French name here tonight?
Jean-Pierre Goulet.
Oh, okay. Going size to size, tape to tape with Brandon Jacobs. He matches up very well.
Hancock sitting in the corner watching these other 4 men pair off.
I'm not sure what Hancock's going for here. I don't think he's got an alliance whatsoever.
Going for the high 5 and met with a chokehold. Tomer Shalom Hits the champion, Brandon Jacobs, in the back of the head a few times.
Hancock can be forgiven. He's been out of the ring for a while, maybe just confused by how things go down.
Jacobs looking to end this early here, trying to get the bigger Tomer Shalom up. Kick to the midsection and a double kick to the face from Tomer Shalom. Uppercut from Shalom.
Okay, Jacobs seeing stars in the early going. Another shot by knee to the forehead.
Running knee from Stratosphere.
Or right to the temple, I should say. As that's one way to get the big boy down.
Looks like an uneasy alliance between these two in the ring.
Stratosphere ever so cool, calm, and relaxed, doing what he does best.
As we saw in our triple threat match earlier tonight, Dan, sometimes those alliances that are formed are somewhat shaky, especially when there's a title on the line in this match.
I don't think we've ever seen it work out in the end to benefit anyone.
Shalom ducks under. Freebeard from behind.
Like I was saying,
Double clothesline from Shalom. Down goes Hancock and Stratosphere. Over goes Hancock. Elbow from Freebeard.
and here's that matchup we were talking about, one-on-one Freebeard, and all that history throws Stratosphere out of the ring.
And you have to wonder if Freebeard may be throwing his arch nemesis out of the ring so that he can focus on trying to win the match. As he goes in, shakes hand with Tomer Shalom, up and under with a roll-up. Shalom gets a 2 count. Goes for a clothesline, but up and over, down into a sunset flip. Goes 1, 2, only 2. Great transition there from Freebeard. Uppercut from Shalom, going for a backslide here. Jacobs back into the ring, double clothesline.
And might Brandon Jacobs now roll up Freebeard and those wrestling trunks slash Persian rug, he calls wrestling trunks, I should say. What a design. I'm almost hypnotized by it.
Perhaps part of the strategy of Freebeard, meant to confuse and perplex the opponent. Mission accomplished. Going for the suplex on the outside here is Jacobs, the block from Shalom. Hit to the midsection, reversal from Shalom, up and over goes Jacobs onto the floor here.
Initial slap right to the kidney, then up and over the shoulder of Shalom onto the hardwood. Now, what's this? The manager, that greasy manager, as you put it, going over there.
Kick from Stratosphere. Tomer Shalom down on the floor now. Oh, Stratosphere down. 3 guys down on the floor. Hancock down. All 4 down on the floor now. 4 on the floor, as they say. Freebeard in the ring.
And this crowd strolling behind Freebeard as he starts feeding off this energy.
What's Freebeard thinking here? Slingshot up and over onto everybody down. That is a bowling strike any day of the week.
Definitely isn't a spare there, as he was able to crash on every one of those wrestlers ringside.
Freebeard got to win the match in the ring. Gets Hancock in the ring here. Maybe going for the pinfall now.
This sets up pretty well for Freebeard. As I mentioned time and again, Hancock maybe a little rusty, and a good advantage for Freebeard to have.
Down goes Hancock by Freebeard. Goes for the pin. The new champion, almost. Count of only 2.
Well, that belt so close to going around the waist of Freebeard. Now Stratosphere trying to gather himself to get back in the ring.
Shoulder to the midsection of Freebeard. Up and over goes Stratosphere. Ducks under the clothesline of Hancock. A running knee.
There's that signature running knee. We've seen it a few times. And shot for shot.
Going into each other again. This is what we expected to see from these 2.
These 2 didn't need counseling. They just need a punching session.
Double spear from Jacobs. Can Shalom capitalize on this? Everybody down and stunned right now.
And the champ looking to finish the deal here.
Jacob gets Freebeard up, but no, Shalom breaks it up. A kick to the midsection and a chop. Elbow to the forehead. Look at the strength of Jacobs. Down with a slam. This could be it here if he gets the pinfall.
I I don't know, Sean. Why is he pinning him down right now? He seems to want to go after everyone instead.
Going for the much lighter Freebeard now. What's Hancock going to do? Breaks it up again. What are we looking for here? Kick to the midsection of Jacobs. A second kick caught by Jacobs. And now we're going to get Jacobs up in the rack. Slam down. Not many people get up from that. That could be it here. 1, 2. And Freebeard breaks it up before the 3 count, or we would have had Brandon Jacobs retaining his Blue Ribbon Champion.
In dramatic fashion, too, as heard and saw Hancock with that pitiful scream of his.
Going for it again here. Everybody ganging up on Jacobs now.
Yeah, they're all chopping at the tree right here. An unusual 3-man somewhat alliance as Freebeard just stands back to watch.
Jacobs up on the top rope now. Shalom and Stratos here get him up on the top. What is Freebeard going to do? It looks like he's going to be part of this somehow.
Oh, a slap right to the temple. Another shot right there in the side of the head.
Might be going for a double superplex here, it looks like, Dan.
They're going to need every bit of muscle to get the champion up and over.
I hope we've reinforced this ring. That is a lot of body about to come off that top rope if they can accomplish what they're trying here. Jacobs breaks it up. Shalom goes for the pinfall with a roll-up.
Crafty move there by Shalom as he had faked out Stratosphere to maybe help him get Brandon Jacobs up and over on the slam. Instead, tries to roll up.
What are we going for here? A backdrop from Jacobs. Roll up from Freebeard. On the ropes, no count. Confusion and chaos going on in this championship 5-way scramble.
A lot of dazed wrestlers at the moment. Freebeard's the only not one.
Mr. Hamel up on the side now. What's going on here?
And a spear right to Mr. Hamel inadvertently.
Freebeard sidesteps the spear of Hancock and sends him right into Mr. Hamel. Freebeard and Jacobs one-on-one here. Over the top. Almost goes Jacobs, but out of the ring, under the bottom. Freebeard with a wrecking ball drop kick down to the floor.
Unusual sequence there as Jacobs was trying to be tossed over there. Stratosphere finishes what Freebeard was trying to do.
Running knee to the back of the head. Now Shalom in there. Can he capitalize on this? Up goes Stratosphere. Over. Another running knee. That's got to knock Shalom.
This could be it, Sean.
1, 2, 3. Stratosphere is the new Blue Ribbon Champion.
And he adds to the vault full of hardware for the Riot Makers as well. You've got the tag team champs, and now you've got the Blue Ribbon Champion as well. Unbelievable
Action here on our 1-year anniversary show as Stratosphere is your new Blue Ribbon Champion. And Dan, just as you mentioned, here come the Riot Makers, Mark Wheeler and Holden Albright. 3 men holding all the gold here right now. The tag team champions and the Blue Ribbon Champion. The Riot Makers are running crossbody. Are we starting to see a dynasty here in crossbody? It's early, but you could see that we've got the makings of one right here. Who can stop these 3 right now? 1 year into crossbody pro wrestling. These 3 are running the show.
Next week on Crossbody Pro Wrestling, it is a special attractions match between Tarek and Kaito Kiyomiya. Shut it down. We step on stage and we shut it down.